All right, Gemini, how are you guys doing? I hope you are well. It's going to be kind of a weird lighting situation because it's pretty dark here. It's after, it's almost 9. Yeah, it's almost 9 p.m. So I've pulled out all of the shots when it comes to lighting, but as you can see, there's still quite a bit of shadow here because I have so much lighting going on. But hey, um, whatever I need to do to get these readings out to you guys. I am headed into Seattle tomorrow to hang out with my Venus and Moon Gemini sister. So I wanted to make sure that I got these out to you guys. That's what we're doing. So thanks for being here. I did shuffle already, and I've already been cleansing the space, but I guess it's never too much for you guys, right? All right. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Welcome to the channel. Make sure that if this resonates, you leave me a comment down below and like and subscribe to these videos if you haven't already done so. And let's get into it. First, we start out with your material world. Has been quite spiritual, but we'll see how it goes for you guys, okay? Right away, star. Okay, some of you might have Aquarius, but I'm also hearing Sagittarius for you. I'm hearing Jupiter because Jupiter is a planet of luck. Something that you've wished for is coming true. The Chariot, it is coming fast for you. Seven might be important because we have 17 and number 7, and then we have the Fool. Okay, you guys, this is huge. You guys have Temperance at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so it's going to be pretty spiritual. Of course, I do think that you are manifesting because you have the Star, which is one of the wish cards in the deck, if not the strongest wish card. This could also indicate that you've been healing for a while with the Chariot. Some people do associate the Chariot with Cancerian energy, which I'm cool with because I have a lot of Cancer in my chart, but it does mean victory. It means that you're going to come out on top. And something is moving in very, very, very quickly with the Fool as well. The Fool indicates that you may be taking a leap of faith, Gemini. In fact, she's leaping here and he's leaping here. They look like they're in the middle of a dance with the Chariot right in the center here. This could be a trip that you've been hoping for, but with this leap of faith, you could be going someplace that you hadn't really considered before. Let's keep going. I think that we've got a lot here, but let's keep going. You have an incredible 7 days, but with everything being major arcana, Gemini, I don't think that this is going to be in the next 7 days. I think this is up to divine timing. It's just that your life is definitely changing and very soon. Okay. Don't forget to look up 777. Okay. What is the next deck, Spirit? What deck should we use to clarify this beautiful energy for our wonderful Geminis? Okay, we're going to use the Enchanted Map Oracle. This is by Colette Baron Reed. You guys, if you have been with me for a little bit, then you know that this is one of my favorites creators, deck creators. She's got quite a few. In fact, if you're interested in these decks, well, no, wait until Black Friday because Hay House did have a sale on them, but I'm waiting too. I'm waiting for Black Friday, you guys. It's going to be good. 2 more? No. Okay. I said 2 more, but all right. We said no. Balance. I'm hearing balance. Oh, because of Temperance? Interesting. Okay, so Spirit is saying that you have cards of balance here, but also cards of action. It's a mixture of both. Hold on to your horses is what I'm getting. You are about to go for quite the ride. It's important for you to stay balanced as it happens. But know that this is being led. In fact, oh, I just heard Jesus take the wheel, but in the best base. Whenever I used to hear that, it was a coworker of mine, and it was whenever somebody was getting on her nerves. But I feel more like you are surrendering, you're letting go, and letting this divine being drive the chariot instead. Okay. Spirit guides, angels divine, please clarify this energy. Thank you. Storm fields. So this is interesting because this also, for me, often feels like tower energy. Can you see that? There we go. And the star comes after the tower in the major arcana. So I'm thinking that right now you guys are healing after maybe quite a bit of a tumultuous time. And you have flying at the bottom of the deck, and all of these characters kind of look like they're flying. Even our chariot here is somehow flying through these waves. So yeah, you guys, I think that you are moving out of a period of time that was a little difficult, but I feel like this storm actually cleared out anything that wasn't there to serve you, to work with you, to work for you. It's like everything that's happened has brought you to this moment of bringing in your truest fulfillment of your wishes and your hopes and your dreams. And next, Spirit, what's the next? All right, so we're going to use the Angel Answer deck. This is from Radley Valentine. If you guys are new, I ask Spirit which deck to use. Spirit gives me a deck. Sometimes because ADHD and I don't listen. So if it gets real quiet, I apologize if it's a little bit awkward for you. My Mercury is Cancer, so I communicate with through intuition. I can communicate with my knowing, with my psychicness. So it's not often out loud, is what I'm saying. 2 more? Sorry, 2 more? Okay. Okay, that's what it was. Thank you. Can you clarify this chariot energy for me, please? You know what I'm hearing right now? You might either be listening to this or, and I don't even know, is it the Eurythmics? Here comes the rain again, falling on, I don't really know the song. I want to dive into your ocean. Something like that. So you guys check that out. I don't really know what it is. If you know it, tell me what it is in the comments. Paste the lyrics. That'll be helpful. Or someone's listening to it. And if you were, then definitely tell me. Ask your angels is what finally came out. Spirit is saying that this is, again, I'm seeing these wings on here. This is divinely happening for you. The angels are the ones at the reins here for your chariot. You are being pushed into something that might seem risky to everyone else, Gemini, but I think that you're going to take this leap and it's going to be beautiful and incredible. Bottom of the deck. I'm sorry. Spirit, hold on. I lost the bottom of the deck. Split how many times? Are we good? Okay, bottom of the deck is success. So, yes, I knew that. I see that coming for you guys. What's the next deck, please, Spirit? I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, Spirit. What is that? Can you tell me? Sacred Creators? It's got, okay. Shamans. What is this one? Okay, angels and ancestors, it's in my hand. All right, the Fool Spirit for my Geminis. Traveler, move in a new direction. This is full energy, 100%, you guys. I definitely think that one thing I kept hearing was that you're about to take a chance. Someone could have told you that you're being foolish for something that you've been wanting to do, and Spirit is saying that you're going to do that anyways. You are going to, I don't think it matters to you that you're proving everybody wrong, but you're definitely in that direction. Bottom of the deck is Shaolin Master. Be graceful in movement and action. Like I said, there's movement here. There's action. It is happening. I don't really, it's like, what can I add to this, Spirit? Okay, so what I just saw was a fake out, like in sports, you know, when you have the ball and you see someone coming at you and you fake them out, like you look like you're going left and then you suddenly, you know, pivot and then turn right. You are faking someone out, and I don't really know. It could be have to do with the storm fields back here, where it was like maybe you were in a situation at work or a place of work that wasn't really working for you. They could have been toxic. You may have needed that paradigm to just fall all the way down, because it did, right? And you're moving into something else. This could be like parents or a partner who's like, are you sure this is something you want to do? And you're kind of like, I feel like it's going to work. You know, something tells me it's going to work. And it is. It absolutely is going to work. You guys are moving into a very important period coming up here. Okay, let's get one more card. And this is going to be your parting advice from Spirit. There it goes. Hold on. For Gemini, please, Spirit, one more piece of advice for Gemini for the next 7 days. Spirit says that this is going to be quite the process, and many of you are in the middle of this journey. Some of you have just begun this journey. And some of you, because this is divine timing, you're like, holy, this is exactly what I went through already. And either way, I feel like many of you are going to resonate with this. So, interesting. Okay. Should I show that? All right. Gemini, please. Parting advice for Geminis for this week, Spirit. The material world. Leave the gossip alone came up. That came up for Virgo as well, I think, and which is interesting because you're both ruled by Mercury, and so I guess gossip would be a thing, which is communicating. Yeah, I think that you are moving past that. That could be what started this whole storm feeling. But Spirit is saying maybe, oh, I know what they're saying. They're saying operate quietly. All right, so a lot of really wonderful things are happening for you, about to happen for you, or have happened for you. And Spirit says, be careful who you're bragging to, maybe not going on social media or changing your settings, because I don't know, it could just be that someone on the outside has some like bad energy towards you, or that, you know, they're just jealous, but like that energy can kind of build up over time. And if you're not consciously blocking that from people, if you're not like, I shield myself, for instance, but it's because I have very highly empathic energy, and it can make me sick if somebody if somebody is wishing me ill in any way. So, but if you're not aware that that's something that can happen for you, you might be letting in some pretty bad energy, just not thinking about it. Spirit says hold yourself accountable, but with grace. So again, this is saying Virgo had the same exact thing. Some of you might have some Virgo placements. You might want to check out their reading this week, because it was very, very similar in the advice, leaving the gossip alone and be graceful in your actions. So if you are moving into something incredible, maybe there are people around you who, and maybe they're not even showing envy. It could just be that the way that you say it makes them feel like you're talking down to them. And I don't think that's your intention, Gemini, but just be aware that, you know, there are ways to be very proud of yourself, but doing it with grace. Okay. I hope that makes sense. Okay, you guys, let's move into love. Every time, it's not every time, but a lot of times I get that Red Hot Chili Peppers Roller Coaster of Love song in my head. Wow, it's super specific. So some of you, maybe that's like your jam, or you're from that era as well. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and change this one out. Okay, I'm just writing on it my intentions. Okay, adding a little bit of my abundance oil. You guys, well, some of you know me in real life, and I find 4-leaf clovers everywhere, everywhere. And so I've made my own abundance oil from them. So you guys get to benefit from that as well. My oils are not for sale yet. Neither are my candles. These are not my candles. But I do make my own candles. I get my herbs from one of my really good friends who makes teas. And my oil I make myself. And then crystals. Some of these I've just found. Like these 3 I found. And I try to add them into my... Do I have more out there? Yeah. I try to add them into my collection. Okay, let's go into love. Of course, we are going to use Ethany's Modern Love Tarot. Of course. All right, for my wonderful Geminis, Spirit, what are some messages for Gemini, please? Let my owl keep an eye on that flame. Is that it? Yes. I cut the deck. All right. Spirit guides, ancient ancestors, divine, my Geminis, messages. 4 of Wands. In love, this could, some people see this 1111 as, you know, a very deep soul connection. If you believe in twin flames, you know that I do, but I do not believe in twin flames in the same way that other people do. Hello. The 3 of Wands. Interesting. You guys might be involved with an Aries, because these are both Aries cards, or someone with prominent Aries placements. One more, please, Spirit, for this week for Gemini in love. I was actually seeing one of your cards, but it did not come out. One more, please, Spirit, this week in love. Thank you. Oh, hello. The Moon. Bottom of the deck is King of Swords, which can be Gemini energy, actually. If you identify as a you know, older or at least more mature. Um, and you don't have to be masculine. It's just, you know, a more complete energy than you know, for instance, the Page of Swords, which can be quite immature and young, but like very, very ambitious and wanting to learn new things. With the moon here, you might have Cancer in your chart, obviously, Gemini, because that's the next sign over, and so we tend to have quite a bit. Some of you might have a Cancer moon specifically is what I'm hearing. But yeah, so I'm getting Aries and Cancer, and possibly it could be Aquarius with that King of Swords. It's what I'm hearing, but that can be Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra with the King of Swords there. But let's jump in. All right, you guys. When it comes to love, there could be an established relationship for many of you, and it looks like some of you, it's a separation because you are traveling or they live far away. There's like a physical separation, and it feels like right now that you're not really sure what the future of the relationship is. I think that what is happening here is that Spirit is trying to get you to come out of your logical mind when it comes to this relationship and look at it from an intuitive point of view. I actually keep looking at this King of Swords and their chart here, and he's got like his, you know, pens and pencils and his highlighter here. Like he's ready to write down all the pros and cons, like do some research on his own relationship. And I find like I feel like this is what many of you are doing. You're kind of like, if you are in separation this week, it feels like, hey, is this exactly what I want? Do I want you know, someone that's long distance, or do I want someone that I have a stable home life with, that I can, you know, be around, and that is, you know, someone that I want to settle down with. The Four of Wands does remind me of marriage because it looks like, I mean, obviously they look like they are doing a wedding dance here. It's so pretty. Not that I'm getting married anytime soon, but legit would do all this because I'm extra. With the moon, especially if you have some Cancerian in your chart, Cancerian traits in your chart, I do think that you're supposed to dive deep. Sometimes what I feel like with the moon, especially if you are trying to live in your rational mind like the King of Swords does, you know, you have to dive deep. Instead of writing out a list of pros and cons, like you need to feel this, okay? If this is your person, this Three of Wands, it feels like they might be far away, or, you know, the Three of Wands could also be like, hey, let's plan a trip together, like let's meet up. I just heard that some of you want that very desperately, but it's like they keep throwing out different reasons not to. They're hiding something. This is for people in a situationship specifically. I think that if you haven't met your person in real life, they are hiding something from you. Okay, it could be their own insecurities. Man, Spirit, I don't want to. I hate being the bearer of not so great news, but I definitely get that someone, they're hiding something because they don't want you to see them in a certain light. I heard them only in the light of the moon, which means that, you know, they wouldn't have all the lighting like I have set up right now, so that they're terrified of their own flaws. If you are absolutely okay with this, you need to let them know. If not, I personally don't like feeling like someone is deceiving me on any level. Like if I'm into someone online, they have seen me in a bathing suit with my rolls, you know, like they know what they're getting into, and I better know what I'm getting into as well. So guys, if this is you, I feel like, Gemini, you need to get down to the bottom of it, and you need to trust your gut. You probably already know that something isn't right here. For those of you in a relationship, I just heard that you might be planning something. Oh, this is very sweet. Oh my gosh, this is very, very sweet. Those of you who are in an established relationship, and this is, you know, you don't feel like you're being deceived or anything like that, there's actually a plan to go on a trip, or there should be a plan to go on a trip. I heard like sitting in the moonlight, holding hands, looking at the northern lights. I don't know if that's part of a song or anything, but it just felt very poetic to me, and that's what I was being told. So It could be up north. Some of you might be from, you know, a place that you can see the northern lights. I know that here where I live, we can sometimes see the northern lights, and it's just very, very sweet, this energy. There are some of you that are in separation. Wow, I just heard some of you are in separation right now. It's because it was overwhelming. The connection was overwhelming. Whereas you like to live in a realm of thought, sometimes you might get overwhelmed. I think that it might have been you, Gemini, that got overwhelmed. It was like it was a very, very passionate connection. For some of you, you dreamt of this person, and they've dreamt of you. It's like this is how you communicate. Anything else, Spirit? Okay, Spirit wants me to say that situationship that I talked about earlier, where someone's being deceived, that's not for everybody, because apparently I did not clarify that. So if that did not resonate at all, it wasn't for you. But for some people, someone is getting catfished. I had to say it. I had to say it because you were thinking it, right? Right? Okay, take a sip. Let's clarify this energy, you guys. I'm sorry. And Gemini, what further messages do we have for Gemini in love for the next 7 days? Because the moon card made an appearance, we do have a major arcana on the table. So we want to make sure that if you haven't been with me before, I see major arcana as divine timing in play. So although this is happening in the next 7 days, there might not be a legitimate, like, physical outcome. There might not be something that you can point to and say, this is the outcome of the situation in the next 7 days, okay? And guys, if this is resonating, that's wonderful, but don't make this fit if it does not resonate. One thing a lot of readers, we know because we've been reading for so long, but people that aren't very aware of how these work, this is what's happening, right? Like, I can't deny what is happening here in the cards, and I'm trying to give you as many scenarios so that they fit as many people that watch these. And I'm channeling, so I'm getting not just your energy, I'm getting everybody's energy who will watch this, okay? So this could be a year from now or whenever. It's whoever is supposed to get these messages is getting these messages. So what is possible is that sometimes people will say, oh my God, this reminds me of this one person. But it's not about that one person. And the message doesn't fit until a year later because it was truly about this other person. Our energies are aligned in a certain way that you might attract similar people on a regular basis. For instance, I date a lot of Scorpios, man. It's just like a ridiculous thing for me. And so a lot of times I'll get into readings and it's very Scorpionic energy, but I cannot specifically say it's this Scorpio all the time. Sometimes I can, but you get what I'm saying, okay? I just don't want you guys to be like, oh, it's this person and we're meant to be, and then when it doesn't happen, you get upset, and it's like, no, it wasn't. It was someone similar. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Some people see this as a gateway, and so when you create room to walk through a door, when you move all the blocks that stop you from getting to your Four of Wands, it opens the door to so much more. This is possibilities here. The Three of Wands is possibilities and abundance to me. Three of Wands has a lot to do with the Empress card as well, and she's just personified. Thank you. Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to wait. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. You guys are, this can be an abundance manifesting energy here. The map can literally be, you can't really see that, can you? She's got a map in her hands. It could literally be leading you to your abundance, but a lot of times when we get the forgiveness card, it is about forgiving yourself for your energy in a past event, and that way you can open yourself up to all of the abundance, okay? For some of you, this is forgiving yourself in a past relationship. and allowing someone new in who might remind you of someone else. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I think that's just for a couple of you. You might know somebody in a relationship right now and you're like, I don't I don't trust it because they do this, this, and this like the old person. As long as it's not toxic, like maybe they walk a certain way, or they, tell dad jokes or something, like there could be something similar that reminds you of someone else, and Spirit is like, forgive that part of your past. You might need to forgive an ex as well, in order for you to move into a new relationship. Hello. Reflection. This is so incredible because she's sitting here right next to this lake reflecting. Give each other space, some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. Guys, don't ghost, is what I heard while I was reading this. For some of you that were really vibing with this whole idea that you're in a situationship and someone is deceiving you, I think that this is saying that, if you really believe that that's what's happening in your gut, you know that they are not being honest with you, just know that things are still going to work out, even though it's not going to work out with this person. I didn't really want to say it like that, but it's like, some of you in reflecting, you are seeing a pattern of behavior, and this is kind of your wake-up call, and you are going to end up moving forward from maybe looking past some red flags that, were pretty red flaggy. Okay? Others of you, I think that you might be in separation because of distance, and Spirit is saying that this is by design. Right now is not the time for you to live in the same area, and just know that when it is time, things will align in a way that is, I heard, miraculous and mind-blowing, which is pretty incredible. Oh, I love this one. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light, and I love you. For some of you who know that you're not going to work out with your situationship, know that you have a person out there, because whenever I see that, it's like somebody out there is manifesting you, and they're just like, God, I love this person I haven't even met, or they could be from the past. I'm not seeing indications here, but I do like to say that because some connections, man. Okay. Let's move in. This one's pretty long. I didn't mean to make these so long. I'm going to try to make them shorter. I hope you do not have Libra or Aquarius placements, because I'm going to have to shorten those up a little bit. All right. Clarify this Four of Wands, please. New possibilities, new opportunities. Release your ex. I knew that was going to come up. The time has come to clear your energy. Yeah, you guys got to let go of your ex. I'm only laughing because some of you do not want to do that, because that means that you have to face maybe possibly your own behavior in that relationship. But what I'm seeing is that you're going to see that they weren't that bad. Not that you were meant to be with them. Okay, Gemini, not that you are meant to be with this ex. I don't necessarily believe that that's what's going on. I do think that there is an ex that you are comparing a current person to. This is a very specific message, okay? An ex that you are currently comparing your current person to, and the reason is because you have not forgiven you or your ex in the past. And once you can release them, that person's allowed to be their own person, okay? You can move forward in a relationship once you release the old one. Clarify this Three of Wands. Are we doing both? No. Okay. Whoa, almost. Thank you. Engagement. You can move forward once you release your ex. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. For those of you in relationships, this is very possible. If you're not already engaged, that you are moving into some higher level of commitment. Some of you might be, I just heard engaging in travel together. So that is a possibility, just to play on words there. For those of you in situationships, if you met this person, there's quite a few of you that might move into an engagement scenario, okay? This might be a commitment. Those of you who fear commitment, though, you really need to reflect on that fear, okay? One more, please. One more, please, Spirit. Thank you. Let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. So you guys, okay, for the very specific scenario where we had someone who is deceiving you, I think this could be someone that your friends believe are deceiving you. They've already pulled you aside, like, hey, this isn't quite adding up, you know. And Spirit is like, your friends might be right in this. Time to remove your rose-colored glasses. The bottom of the deck is reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. This is very possible. I don't think that it's the ex in this scenario, but it is possible that you have someone who you are in separation with because of this Three of Wands. Who, if you forgave them, if you forgive yourself, you would open up room and space for them to come back if that's what you want, okay? Let's continue. These are the Island Time Wellness cards. Can't lie to you guys, I did see the Twin Flame card, but we'll see if it shows up. I also saw a girl with a snake, so you might have a third-party situation, even though that would be. Photograph. Looking at your photos. Oh, missing you, nostalgia, make new memories. Your ex is probably thinking about you, or you're thinking about your ex. What is that song? Is it Sheryl Crow? God, please tell me it's not Kid Rock, because, but anyways, yeah, looking at these photos and thinking of you. Someone that you gave photos to is thinking of you, is what I'm hearing, or someone looks on your social media that you might not be aware of, or if you are in a situationship, it's like this gives you all of the feelings, all the feels, okay? Engagement and Three of Wands, Spirit. Self-indulgence, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. You guys might be going on a trip, a solo trip, or this is very possible. You might be planning to go on a trip with your person, and I just heard like spa day. So that's awesome. If your person is into that, like, good on you, because yes, that is the dream, is like just to have someone who's like, hey, you want to be pampered today? Yeah, of course, in all days. My Venus and Leo bigness. Let your friends help you. In the Moon, Spirit, can we clarify this energy? Did it flip? Did this one flip? No. What's going on here? Thank you. Both of these, Spirit? Phoenix? Yes. Okay. So bottom of the deck is going to be the Boat, receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, and closure issues. But we have the Phoenix here. New phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, and changed mind. With reconciliation being at the bottom of that deck, you guys, it could be someone that you change your mind about from the past coming in. Maybe your friends are like, this is what they're helping you with. It's like someone that you used to date that your friends were really fond of, and maybe they are the ones that moved away because we had that distance in between. and they might be moving back. There might be some way for you to work on this, okay? For those of you who are not moving forward with a person because you know that they have not been honest, I think that you are moving into a brand new phase. I think that you are bringing back a person, or you are moving on completely. The transformation is you moving into a completely different phase alone, without them. Maybe with somebody else, but I don't think it's not somebody that lied to you, you guys. That is not your person. Okay, so, geez Louise, you guys, so long. All right, for Gemini, please. What do you want them to know? What is the one thing you want them to know about love? Watch out, this one is toxic. I just think it's, oh, I hope it's not for everybody, you guys. But there's definitely for one of you, you're dealing with someone who's willing to deceive you, and that is not your person, okay? And then for the rest of you, you let the other person in. There's someone else out there, and I think that you will know with the moon card intuitively who that person is. And with the moon card intuitively, you know who the toxic one is. You might have a toxic ex for sure. That release your ex, all of that, forgiveness. Forgive yourself for being in a toxic relationship. A lot of us need to do that. All right. One more message, please, from your soul squad for Gemini. You'll reach all of your goals. Yay. Ask your spiritual squad. They want to help. So, Spirit is saying that if this is not your person, let them know. Like say, hey, thanks a lot, guys. No kidding. Just, you know, they really want to help you out. So say to them, I would really appreciate if you guys would give me this map to my person, you know, from the Three of Wands. I'm done with toxicity. I'm done with deception. I'm done with lies. I want truth and honesty from here on out. And I bet you that they will deliver. Okay, you guys? Thank you, Gemini, so much. I'm sorry this went so long. I truly appreciate you guys being here, and I cannot wait to see you in another video. If you love this video, give me a big thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button, and I will see you in another video. Bye.